Well, this is just further proof that I could never live in Los Angeles. So The Invitation is an indie psychological thriller that's available on video on demand. The movie follows Will, and Will is recently divorced from a woman named Eden after they couldn't bounce back from a tragedy that hit their marriage. Eden is now remarried, and Will has a girlfriend, and Eden and her new husband are having a dinner party, and they invite Will and his girlfriend to come along, as well as some other mutual friends. And although things seem perfect on the outside for Eden and her new husband, Will starts to suspect that maybe there's something else going on. Maybe there's more ill intentions and more sinister motivations at play here. And we tag along through all the twists and turns of this ride as we determine whether or not Will's paranoia is actually called for. So if you're getting tired of all the CGI blockbuster comic book movies and Disney live-action readaptations, and you're looking for a potent and taut psychological thriller, look nowhere else. The Invitation is exactly that. Starting off with the things that I liked about the movie, the thing that I really enjoyed was the fact that they made the house that the party takes place at a character in and of itself. At a certain point, there begins to be such a tension and uneasiness that just, you can feel it in the air, and it just felt like maybe the house might just consume everybody. It reminded me of how I felt when I saw the movie You're Next and how I felt about that house, and I love it when indie filmmakers who don't have the budget to make their own CGI jungle can take a setting as basic as a house and use it to amplify the mysterious and anxious tone of the movie. And there really is an uneasiness from the get-go. Like, the second they get in the house, something just seems off. And the filmmakers make good use of the cinematography and the musical score to sustain that sense of dread and uneasiness. The twists and turns along the way certainly heighten that effect as well. In particular, the implications of the ending of this movie give everything that happened throughout the film a whole other meaning, which was really cool and totally caught me off guard. I really liked the ending. And the acting is solid across the board. In particular, Eden's new husband, I really liked him. He's from Orphan Black. He's great in this movie, as well as the creepy guy from the Zodiac, but he's awesome in everything he does. However, the movie does have a few problems. First of all, the plot is very predictable, at least it was for me. I've seen this story before. The execution is very effective, which is what makes it uneasy and tension-filled and suspenseful, but the reality is I had a pretty good understanding of where the story was going to be going, and I ended up being correct. And man, these characters were so damn unlikable. I mean, I didn't even really care for Will that much. I mean, sure, you're sympathetic to his situation, that he went through a difficult time, but we're just getting introduced to his character, so that sympathy only goes so far. And as for the other characters, I realize that there's some drugs involved, so people aren't, their normal self necessarily, but still, it's hard to watch this entire movie and just hate the people you're watching. And like I said earlier, there is clearly something off about this party really early on, and why Will and his girlfriend stick around makes no sense to me at all. I think it's because he cares about Eden so much and doesn't want to leave her there, but in that case, I wish that they did a better job of showing that spark and connection between them, because I really just didn't see it. But overall, guys, I thought that this was a really strong psychological thriller. It's not the most original one, but it's very well executed. This is definitely a strong Netflix movie for me, so I gotta give The Invitation a 3.8 out of 5. But that's just what I think. Take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Have you heard of The Invitation? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel so you can get updates whenever I post new videos, so we can do this again soon. I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. Hey, man, get off my case. Oh, man. Chicks don't want to hear that shit.